Greetings, YouTube. Happy Wednesday. About once every couple months, I reach an impasse where behind the scenes I'll be asking my alliance and other group chats for advice, but then I think I really should ask the community, especially because so many people have actually progressed further than I have in the game and maybe have better opinions than I have. I truly believe that some of the smartest people and certainly some of the best fighters in MCOC just happen not to have YouTube channels, right? So there are people out there who can give me far more wisdom than I can give them on a topic like this, and I just need to hear from them. So thank you in advance for clicking on this video because you are helping me try to make the best decision for my progression going forward in the game. So here's the deal. Just to catch you up, I do not have Omega Red or Aegon. I am still waiting to pull them, and I have an Awakening Gem for each of them ready to go as soon as I, God willing, pull them. I, progression-wise, have only completed one path of Labyrinth of Legends. In addition to that, I still have about half of the Crossbones chapter and 85% of the final Sentinel chapter of Act 6 Chapter 1 left to complete. And of course, Act 6 Chapter 2 is right around the corner. Besides that, as I just said, I only have 21% of Labyrinth of Legends completed, which is just the quote-unquote easy path. And I did that, 2 years ago now? It's been a long time with my rank 4 5-star Star-Lord. So that is my progression, essentially, and that's where I'm at. So the question that's going to be the title of this video and the subsequent thumbnail is, should I, because we'll start with the 6 stars, should I rank to Ghost? And you can see I'm just waiting. I very much have a feeling that on July 4th, which as a constant reminder, I cannot say this enough over the course of the next month, you want to be saving all units and cash as possible or iTunes credit. Unless there's an A-level offer, you don't want to fall for it, because you're going to want to use that on July 4th. You'll be getting the units plus some insane bonus items if the last couple years are any indication from that day's sales. So because of that, I have a feeling I'm going to get at least one fully formed Tier 5 basic to complete the upgrades needed in front of you to take Ghost to rank 2. And I was pretty excited about the possibility of doing that because Kabam blessed me a couple of pulls ago with a 6-star Wasp. But then, of course, we now have a couple of things in the game going against this rank up. We have the specific restrictions of certain paths that would make the synergy teams harder, if not impossible, from the looks of it, of certain paths of Act 6, Chapter 2. But besides that, and more concerning, we not only have now champs that can counter ghosts that are coming into the game, like Ebony Maw, but also we have these BS new nodes that might be able to counter her as well. That's not to say that I couldn't have somebody else in my team that would counter those nodes, like say I was able to pull a 6-star Ant-Man, even though I do have a 5-star Ant-Man, and bring in Ant-Man, Wasp, and Ghost, the Quantum Trinity, as they say, and then have a couple others to counter. But it makes me a little bit more hesitant than before. I'm also still even with the synergies, about a C+ level Ghost player. I'm now slightly better than average, I think, after playing for, 2 or 3 months. But I'm still far from ever going to be the likes of the Panda Man Pete, the true GOAT of Ghost players. So if I choose not to do that, I actually have all of the rank up materials needed to take my next 5-star to rank 5. And there are a couple of options that are highly tempting. The biggest is Captain America Infinity War, who if I chose, all I'm really missing is one, essentially, because I'm basically at 5. I have like less than 1,000 Tier 4 CCs away from my 5th Science, and I've got over 12 Tier 4 class Catalyst crystals saved up, and then a bunch of fragments if I get screwed on the RNG. So basically, I could take Captain America to rank 5 right now. And if you're wondering what SIG level he's at, because I know that's pretty important, he's at 75. So SIG 75, Captain America, Infinity War, or the rank up I've really wanted to do, that if I didn't have a YouTube channel and I just really felt like I needed the upgrade, this might help me with Crossbones as well, is this guy who's been at SIG 200 for like a year. And I thought maybe that they would release a 6-star version of Iceman at some point, but there is no sign of that happening anytime soon. So Iceman is a big chance. And I know it's interesting. A lot of people will say, and I can anticipate the comments because it always happens, you don't need Iceman at rank 5. He's fine at rank 4. Well, Dorky Diggity Dave, who's had his Iceman at rank 5 for, I think, well over a year, has told me personally that he thinks that it is one of the best decisions he ever made, and that if you know how to use him correctly, a rank 5, especially SIG 200 Iceman, is amazing, even with the harder paths and nodes going forward in Act 6. So, yeah, Iceman is pretty incredible. I will say I don't use my Iceman like I did before because my current starting 5 in attack is Red Hulk, Domino, and then the OG Holy Trinity of Stark, Spidey, Ghost Rider, and Blade, who are all now SIG 200. And I should do a video at some point, I just need to figure out the time, of what a SIG 200 rank 565 Ghost Rider looks like. Because let me tell you, he is not a wet noodle, especially if you can stack the Judgments and get the Fury to last longer. And then the bleed damage is pretty impressive as well, especially if you land the Fury before you land the bleed. So, yeah, those are my options. Some people might say Corvus, but honestly, and this is just luck, right? Honestly, with this Corvus at rank 2, I just don't feel like the 5-star, like ultimate first world problem, right? I just don't feel like the 5-star really needs to be anything above rank 4, and I usually just use that Corvus for Arena now anyway. And then on top of that, you got Spider-Gwen, who I don't really use, but with the Arena. Killmonger, who I also don't really use with the Arena. Star-Lord has always been one of my favorite champions to play, and he has been at SIG 200 for over a year too. But he does a lot of damage at rank 4. Not really sure, since I'm probably going to wait on Aegon being my Labyrinth of Legends killer if he needs to be rank 5. Magic is an amazing power control champion, but I really don't use her anymore at all, which is also kind of surprising. And then here is my boo, who, as much as I love Quake, I just named my starting 5, and she's typically not in it, just because I like the synergies and immunity counters of my other champions a little bit better. So those are the options, YouTube. Essentially, what I'm saying is, should I take Ghost to rank 2? Should I wait for Omega Red or Aegon and then take them straight to rank 5? Or should I take Iceman, Captain America, Infinity War, Quake, Magic, or we'll say Star-Lord to rank 5 right now? I'm kind of just been pulling my hair out, and there's not much to pull out left with this decision. So I am appealing to a higher power, in this case, you, YouTube, to lend me a hand, lend me your ear, and let me know your thoughts. Thanks for clicking on this video. Thanks for giving me your advice. I always really respect the community's feedback. You help me just as much, if not more, a lot of times than I can help you. So thanks again for watching this video, for supporting my Marvel Contest of YouTube channel. That is not the name of the game. In fact, I now call it the Marvel Casino of Champions YouTube channel. So we'll just go with that and end this video somewhat awkwardly. Thanks for watching again.